everyone. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different type of planning video, and this one has all to do with content planning. So some of you guys might be interested in this because you are a content creator yourself, or some of you might just be interested in this because you are interested in like the behind the scenes of being a content creator or anything that goes into all of that, because there's definitely a lot of planning that goes into it. And for the longest time, I did not have a plan or a strategy or anything when it came to uploading videos. I would just maybe upload maybe 3 or 4 times a month. If I had an idea for a video, I would just shoot it, edit, upload it, and be done with it. But over the last year and a half now, I have really taken a completely different approach to how I look at my YouTube channel and how I plan out my content. And I honestly have to say that for the longest time, my channel did not have any growth. I was not gaining subscribers. My videos were just not doing well. And in the last about year and a half, since I have really started taking like my schedule a lot more serious, I've definitely started to see some growth in my channel. Still small, but growth nonetheless. So these are some of the tips and tricks that I have to share with you guys. Just anything to help make the content planning process a little bit easier for you and a little bit fun too. You guys are actually going to be seeing this video a few weeks after filming this. I'm planning on releasing this around the beginning of 2025. That way I won't be spoiling any of my content plans in here, but I wanted to share with you guys what I have found that works for me. So first things first, of course, everyone is different. Some people might prefer doing like a digital calendar, and some people might prefer doing a physical paper calendar. I definitely see the pros and cons to both of them, but for me personally, I am a very analog, tactile kind of person, and writing things down, it works so much better for me in my mind. Now, of course, a paper calendar isn't as flexible as like a digital calendar, like a Google Doc or whatever you choose to use. You do have some trade-offs there, but in the end, paper calendars are the way for me to go, and I just find that they help me with the most success as far as my content planning goes. So a little bit about this planner. This is one I had just found last year at Marshall's, and I thought it was cute and I decided to pick it up. And honestly, I love this planner so much. I really wanted to, if I could, get the same exact planner just for 2025 and just continue on as business as usual. Unfortunately though, I was not able to find this exact planner again, and even if it didn't have the exact cover, if it was the same layout, I would have been happy with it. But just to let you guys know where I got this, this one is from the brand called Fringe, Fringe Studio, and this one says it is the 115045 Organic Dots B&W 2024, and it is a 12-month planner, and they do have an online store and they do have an Amazon page. However, I find that a lot of their planners that they have in store at like Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, things like that, they tend to not like always have the same exact thing online, which is kind of frustrating because honestly, I would have just bought this planner over if I could have. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case, but I will show you guys the new planner that I'm going to be using for next year. But for now, we're going to hop into this one. So a few things that I added to this planner that was not already part of the planner is I did these little tabs here for the months. This is actually like a recent addition that I have done, and I wish I would have done this like at the beginning. So I'm definitely going to be doing this in my next planner as well. And they're just little gold foil, little tabs for each of the months. It just makes it quicker to flip through and find the month you're looking for. So that's something I really love, and I wish I would have done sooner. And then I also added a little pin holder on the side. This is like perfect for me. I love using like specific pins, and to have them attached to my planner at all times is perfect. And then we'll talk more about this later, but this is just some little sticky tabs here. I just have them on the back with a little binder clip just to keep it all in place. All right, and the final addition I made to this planner is on the inside. I did make some like little really bootstraps kind of cheapy pockets in here just to hold my extra stickers, and once again I'll get more into that later, but it just just made like a really simple little paper pocket here just to kind of keep everything I would need with my planner. That way I didn't have to worry about losing stuff or not having something. So those are just a few little modifications that I made to this planner. And then moving on into the calendar itself, I definitely think that you need to decide what type of planner works best for you if you are doing a paper planner or calendar. I typically like ones that are just the monthly spreads. I don't really worry about like a weekly spread type of thing. I just find that it's not really that necessary for me. So once we get past all these extra papers, this is January of 2024. So you'll actually kind of see a little bit of how my planning process evolved as well throughout the year, which is kind of interesting to see. And another reason why I like having it in a planner rather than just like loose sheets and stuff that I could lose. That way I can actually track my progress and see it throughout the year. So starting off, you might notice that I have little stickers in here. Now these of course are not necessary. You can just write in on the page itself whatever you want to track or keep track of, but I find for me, number one, as a planner sticker lover and maker, I decided that I wanted to create my own planner stickers for this content calendar, and that way it would actually kind of really have a multi-purpose kind of use for me. So you can see at the top I track my shorts and my videos, so I can just make one type of sticker, mark in what type of content it is, and then I have space to write in what the content is, and then whenever I actually go to schedule the video, I check mark it off here at the bottom so I know that everything is ready to go as far as that video for the upload slot. So you'll definitely see as I go throughout the calendar how much more uploads I was able to do in 2024 compared to my entire YouTube career before then. I made a very conscious decision to really prioritize being a lot more consistent with my upload schedule, and in the end I really think it has helped. Like I said earlier, I went from doing maybe like 3 to 5 videos a month to now uploading almost every single day. Now in January, in the first few months of the year, I didn't upload on weekends, but where I'm at now, sitting in November 2024 as I'm filming this, I am uploading something almost every single day. And if I did not have a content calendar like this, I would absolutely lose my mind at trying to keep my content straight. So a few other things that I like to do in my content calendar is I like to keep track of my subscriber count. That's just something that honestly I find really kind of like motivates me and gets me excited. So at the bottom of this little note section here, I just put sub start. And so at the beginning of every month, I track how many subscribers I have on the start date. And then I have sub end and how many I have on the last day of the month. And then I like to put my plus or minus here. Luckily, haven't been losing any subscribers. So you can see for the month of January, I gained 67 subscribers. So that's always fun to kind of go back and see the progress. So I just kind of wrote that in on every single month. And then another thing that I do on the little notes section here, and this will kind of make a little bit more sense later, but whenever I'm going through and planning out what videos I want to put on what day, if I have a video or a short that I don't have assigned to a specific day, but I don't want to forget about it in my drafts, I will write it on here. And so at the end of the month, I can see what videos I have left that I have not posted for that month, and I bring it over to the next month on my calendar and put it in whatever upload slot I want to do. So like I said, we'll come back to that in just a little bit, but I'll just do a really quick little flip through of all of my monthly spreads here and get a little bit more into whenever I'm doing like the current planning. So this is January, this is February, March, April, May. You can definitely see I really started picking up on the upload schedules here. This is June, July, August, September, October. And then this brings us to the current month. So like I said, you'll be seeing this many weeks later, so none of this is going to be spoiled as far as my content calendar goes. But you can see today I actually uploaded this one, so I actually need to write this in. So this will be perfect for me kind of explaining how I like to use this planner. So along with my content calendar, I have certain videos that I upload on certain days. So at the moment, I am currently uploading Plan With Me's on every Saturday, and right now I'm doing one a week, but I am trying to catch up. So there might be a little bit of a shift in my content planning schedule soon, but this is a really good way to kind of see these patterns that I like to do. So basically, in a nutshell, every other Sunday rather, I typically will do a sheet mask Sunday short, and then every alternating Sunday I will do just any kind of random video I feel like doing. Mondays are another short upload, and I alternate between polish of the week or mask Mondays, so every other week those change. Then on Tuesdays I do a long form video, just a regular upload, and that can be book reviews, makeup products, empties, cooking videos, anything, whatever I feel like uploading for a long regular video. I do those on Tuesdays and on Thursdays. And then currently for Wednesdays, I am doing Nancy Drew book review shorts. So again, that is kind of like my schedule for that. Friday, once again, is kind of like a free-for-all day. Whatever kind of short content I want to upload, that's usually where it falls in my content schedule. So now back to my point here. So this is the video that I uploaded today, and I know this might be a little overkill for some people, but for me, this is the best way I have been able to give my paper calendar the flexibility of a digital calendar. So obviously on a digital calendar, you can easily move things around as much as you want and it doesn't affect anything. And if you're like me, I'm not the kind of person that likes to have like scribbles through my planner. And unfortunately, sometimes it does happen. You can see for the month of October, I was scribbling away. And honestly, I don't love that. So there's two things I can do. Either I can just plop a new sticker on top of it and rewrite the information. And sometimes that is what I do. But lately, I have found that this is just a better alternative for me. And so I'll actually use those little sticky tabs, like I said, that I keep in the back of my planner here. I will just keep those little sticky tabs and I will write in what the video is or the short, whatever it may be, and I will tentatively stick it in my planner on the day I intend to upload it. And then if I change my mind and I say, okay, I don't really want to do a Beauty Empties, Product Empties speed review on this day, I can just pick up this little tab and I can just reattach it to whatever day I feel like putting that on. And honestly, that has been so much easier for me because number one, I don't have to scribble through my stickers or use up more stickers than necessary, because it does make it a little bit thicker when I have definitely had times where I have layered like 3 or 4 stickers on the same spot. So ever since I've started doing this, it makes it just a little bit more manageable for me. So then what I'll do, sometimes if it's a video or a thing that I'll reuse these little tabs. So this one I'm actually going to, we're going to take it off and I'll put it over here in December. And that will be, this one I don't mind scribbling through because it's just a little tab, but I'll put Plan With Me 20 now on there. So that way I'm not just like always wasting these little tabs, but it just makes it so much easier. So now that I have that, I can write in, I did Plan With Me number 15 and it was wickedly popular. And then I can mark that it is a video and it was scheduled and uploaded. So now I know that that one is completely done. You can see where I have blanks in my calendar, so I can definitely see it all at a glance, which is very important for me as a visual person. And so basically that is the gist of how I like to plan out my videos and move things around in my calendar, but still have that really tactile kind of experience with planning my videos, because honestly, I could use a digital calendar if I want to, but honestly, it's not as fun for me. And my video schedule and productivity has just, absolutely gone through the roof as far as planning my content and actually uploading it when I intend to upload it. So of course now in current time that I'm filming this, we are near the end of November and I can see, okay, I didn't miss any uploads this month. I'm feeling really good about that. And I can see, okay, I need to have a video planned for this one. Now I already actually know what is going to go for this video, so I might actually just go ahead and put that in now. And typically I do keep a little pair of scissors with me to trim these little tabs because they are actually a little bit long for the box size, but for now I'm just going to leave it as is and that will be just fine. Just kind of mark that here. This one is going to be a She Glam and Harley Quinn collection, and now I will know exactly what I need to plan as far as when I need to film this, when I need to have this edited by, because this is going to be the upload date. So it's just really handy to keep everything together like that. And then if I flip to December, you can kind of see this is what it usually looks like about whenever I am starting a new month, going into, okay, what am I going to be uploading for December? So you can see I've already got many little placeholder tabs already in here ready to go. So I know I'm going to have my plan with me's on Saturdays, and then I know I do the polish of the week, Mask Monday alternating, so I typically write those in, and then I'll figure out what I need to film and in what order. So honestly, that is pretty much just how I like to do my content planning. And then if you just are curious to see the rest of the planner here, it is all just these little note pages. Honestly, there's pretty much just the rest of the planner is all notes. Sometimes I do end up writing down like little like video ideas, or if I'm thinking about like my favorites and I want to keep track of it throughout the year, I might do something like that. But honestly, I don't get a whole lot of use out of the note pages, but it is also very nice that it is there if you are a very list heavy person. I actually, in theory, probably could have done a lot of my other pre-planning as far as like my YouTube stuff in that section of the notebook, but unfortunately I kind of just have a weird system. So this all really just pertains to like the upload schedule. Now I also have a few different things of how I actually plan my videos. So I'll just quickly go through that because it'll only take me a second. So currently at the moment, I just use a little like notepad like this. I literally think I got this from the Dollar Tree. And I have started doing this way about maybe for a month now. And I find that this works pretty well for me. So like I said, with my content planner schedule, I like everything to look as nice and pretty as I can. But as far as the rest of like the pre-planning, I don't mind just scratching it on a little sheet of paper. This is not something that is precious to me or something I'm trying to keep all nice and pretty. This is just kind of like purely functional for me. But basically what I do is I go through and I write down every single video I have that I want to film or need to film or have the intention to film. I make a list of that and I have it in the full video and the short version as well, because I also basically kind of double record all of my content in long form and short form for most of my things. So I just have a full list here, and then I'll go through and figure out, okay, on my filming day, these are the videos I am planning on getting done. And then whenever I actually film the video, I do a little check mark here. That way I know that I have completed it. And then basically whenever I am preparing for my next filming day, I will just take all the ones that I have already filmed and I will rewrite my list over with all of the same videos again and do the same process. And then from there, I go to my editing calendar, or my to edit list rather. And then I basically just take whatever was on this list here, I transfer it over here. And then whenever I edit the video, I mark it off. And then that's when it comes to this planner. So I know that probably seems a little convoluted for some people. Honestly, I don't disagree, but honestly, that's just kind of the way that works best for me and my brain. And that is honestly how I'm probably going to keep doing it. So maybe in the future, I will kind of do some of that stuff more in like the back type of extra notebook pages and stuff, but we will see. Once again, I'm all about like having something functional and then having something a little more pretty, but also functional. And then like my regular plan with me's in my Erin Condren planner, those are like strictly pretty memory keeping type of like almost book. But now I will give you guys a sneak peek at my new planner. Like I said, I was not able to find this exact planner or even this exact like layout again from this company online. So I even went to Marshall's yesterday, like on a whim, like just hoping I would find this layout again, and I didn't. So unfortunately, I did have to commit to getting a new planner, but I think that it does have a lot of similar aspects to it and something that might be a little more useful. So let me show you that real quick. So this is my new content planner, and you might notice that this one is actually a 2-year planner. It is 2025 to 2026, and it is the full January to December, January to December. And I actually got this one on Amazon, and at the time that I bought it, they also had a little like clip coupon, you know, those little discounts you can click on and it'll apply it to your cart. And I actually got this planner for like $5. So it was very affordably priced to begin with. I think it was probably like $8 or $9. And then like after the coupon, it was like $5. So it is another pretty kind of like, it's almost like the same color as my skin. It's kind of like a peachy pink kind of color, just says monthly planner on the front, 2025, 2026 in a gold foil. And this one's actually like a spiral ring planner. This one is kind of similar to the last one. It does have a little bit of a difference. So first off, it doesn't have like a little pocket here. So I'm definitely going to be adding a little pocket and adding on the little pin holder on the side. And I'm going to be doing like the little month tabs as well. And the brand that this one is from is called Zicoto. And I think it's actually like a small like family company. They sent me like a little card in the order, and it had like a picture of them and their family. So either way, I think that was really cute, and I'm always happy to support a small family business, so that's great. The paper on here is a bit on the thin side. It's not like terribly thin, but it's not like some really thick luxe paper. Honestly, it's not the biggest thing in the world to me. As long as it's not like tracing paper, then it's good for me. So now this is what the planner looks like. Now it actually kind of has like a flip-flop layout compared to my last one, so that's probably gonna take me a little bit to get used to. But once again, we have this little section. They call it a to-do list. They also have the prior month and the following month on here, so that's always nice to look at a glance. And then of course it's just got the big boxes for each day. Now the one thing that's different about this planner that the last planner didn't have is that when you flip the page, you kind of have like a monthly dashboard type of little spread in here. So there is January, you can track your important dates, your monthly goals, and your monthly tasks on this page. And then on this one, you just have a little dot grid and again, a look at the calendar and a little spot for reminders. Honestly, you could really customize this to be whatever you want. I would maybe use this as like some kind of tracking thing. I could do bar graphs, tracking my analytics or something, just depending on how nerdy I want to get with it. I do really like data because whenever you have data and you can track things, you can improve on things like that. So I find this might be a really interesting little setup to have. Honestly though, I think the only thing I wish was different here is I kind of wish these two pages were swapped because I am right-handed and it's just easier to write on this side of the page. Just a little first world problem. And then also I think I would probably rather like this before having the monthly spread. So I would rather it be the monthly notes, the January, and then whenever you flip it open, I would like if it opened to the January monthly spread rather than February. But those are just little teeny tiny nitpicks and personal preference. So either way, it's not a problem at all. So anyway, that is how the rest of the planner goes. It has your monthly spread, and then it has like the monthly, I guess, extra pages, whatever we'll call them. And so like I said, it does have all of 2025 and 2026. So this is actually going to be my planner for the next 2 years, which is kind of crazy to think about. I am sometimes non-committal at certain things, so I'm committing to this planner for 2 years. And then once you get to the end of 2026, the rest of the planner is actually just 2 pages. So you really don't have that much extra pages in the back. And it's just 2 little pages of dot grid notes pages. Now on the back, I do like that it actually does have a little pocket back here. And this is a really good, nice, like strong pocket. So I actually think this is going to be really, really handy and useful for me. And then if you just care about what the back of the planner looks like, very simple, just has the brand Zicoto down here. And I guess this is their Instagram handle, and it's your Zicoto if you are wanting to check out this brand. And really quickly, the last thing I wanted to show you was just some of the stickers that I have made for this calendar in particular, because obviously the sizes of these are just slightly different from my last planner, so I did have to reformat my stickers just a little bit. I am planning on using the same kind of setup, so these are just like the little stickers that I made. You can ignore the weird spacing on there, but these are the little stickers. So I've already printed up quite a few of these, so I can just go ahead and lay these in whenever I feel like it, and then whenever I am not using them, they can just come right back here into the little pocket, and once again, everything has a space, which is perfect for me. But one little extra thing I decided to do this year that I didn't do in my last planner, and it's really just like a really small thing, but something I like to do. I didn't even bother trimming these sheets because I am going to be using up most of them in just a moment, so I didn't feel like bothering. But basically what I did is I created this really cute little bow pattern. I love bows and anything girly. So basically what these are little pre-cut up boxes to blank out any blank days on my calendar. So we have 3 blank days up here, 1 blank day here. I just kind of like doing that in some of my planners. Like I said, it's a little extra, but it's something that I enjoy doing. So I'm actually going to go through and add all of the little blank out boxes to all of my pages in this planner. And then I decided to just do like a little dedicated sticker for this sub start, sub end, and then the change to my sub count. That way I can maybe just kind of stick it. I'm planning maybe like right here at the bottom of the checklist, so I can still utilize the checklist and then just have that little section for there. So I think that's what I'm going to continue doing now, and just really quickly put all these into my calendar. So I'm hoping that I did measure these correctly, because if not, we are just gonna have to go with it. But I basically made like a single box, double box, a triple box. No, wait, that one's another double box. Oh, here they are. We have the triple box there, and then we have the quad boxes there. So I'm just gonna go through and fill these in where necessary. All right, so this is gonna be the moment of truth to see if I measured correctly. So basically, we're just gonna slap that in there. Cute. And then I need a triple box here, and that one goes right here. Lovely. So there you can kind of see just something, like I said, a little extra, whatever, but I like it. That way I don't accidentally put down a sticker on a day that is not in that month. I did do that in my last planner, and it drove me insane. So I thought this would just be like a really cute way to kind of block off the extra days in the month. So I'm going to go ahead and just start filling this through my planner. Okay guys, so I have gone through and added all of my little stickers here for the first month. I don't want to get too far in just in case I do switch up any of my filming schedule and things like that. So the beginning of the year is always a very work heavy time for me with my regular full-time job. So hopefully I will be able to still stick to my schedule, but if I have to make some adjustments, I don't want to like have to rip up a million planner stickers or waste stickers or anything. So anyway, this is pretty much just how like my typical monthly spreads look though. And I really do like now that I have these kind of like little things blocking these off now, it just kind of, I don't know, it just kind of really shows me the monthly spread a little bit easier. But that is pretty much it for how I like to do my content calendar and my planning. If you are a content creator yourself and you're looking for a new way to kind of manage your content schedule, hopefully you found this video helpful in some way. And if you're not a content creator and you just like planners, or you just felt like watching this video, I hope it was entertaining to you as well. All right guys, so that is pretty much it. I really look forward to creating a whole bunch of more fun makeup videos, cooking videos, book reviews, anything in between on my channel. 2025 is definitely going to be an interesting year in many ways, so I am just trying to stay positive, and I hope that this will just be a little corner of my life that is able to be managed in a easy, fun way. So that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys found some tips or tricks that work for you, or if you are like a totally digital planner, leave some tips down below and let us know how you like to plan out your content. All right, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Links are below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.